name is Raymond. Can you hear me?
We can.
All right, great. I'm an
Oh
addict.
man,
Hello, guys and girls. I'm an addict. My name is Raymond from Brooklyn, New York. Good to be here. Thanks for the invitation. Okay, so I read just for today. I got up a little bit early this morning. Tried to do my morning rituals. I like to sleep in Saturdays. Me and my wife have a marriage group at 11 a.m. We're part of. So I usually don't speak in the morning Saturday, but I'm grateful. Today, just for today, was really spoke to me. I think it says we regretted the past, dreaded the future, and weren't too thrilled about the present. And that's exactly and more where I was at. When I got clean, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was a kid. I was 17 years old, about to turn 18. I had like a bunch of open cases, and I just came out of Rikers Island. My life was, how when you knew all the bridges are burnt, the shame, the guilt, the catastrophic thinking, the sky is falling. Um, I tried religion, I tried psychiatry, I tried, I'm Hispanic. I tried this, witchcraft. They killed the chicken, threw the blood over my head. They played the bongos, the pigeons flew back and forth. They cleansed me in coconut milk and all that. Nothing worked. You know what I mean? Nothing worked. I tried everything that I could. I was a kid, so I couldn't go into these. There was these two big treatment centers, and they were for adults, not for adolescents. And so I was just waiting to die. I was in despair, degradation. Um, I thought, some people are born to fly planes, pilots. Some people are born to do plumbing, and some people are born to die dirty, filthy drug addicts. And I thought I was one of those who read, in the step one, there's a difference between surrender and resignation. You know, I had resigned to the fact, yeah, I'm an addict. Obviously, I can't stop using. I'm breaking my own rules. I'm breaking my mother's heart. I'm embarrassing my family every day, and I'm terrorizing my neighborhood, my community. And I want to stop. Every time I get out, I went from the kid jail to the, juvenile jail to C-74 Rikers Island, and I couldn't stop. I swore, I prayed, I couldn't stop. So I did not understand how coming to meetings for 90 minutes with a bunch of addicts was gonna. I could not grasp. Like, yo, how is this gonna? Like, the professionals couldn't help me. The witch doctor couldn't help me. The pastor couldn't help me. Like, how is it that 90 minutes with addicts? How does that work? Like, you want to get clean, hang out with addicts? How? Like, that doesn't make sense. And to the the practical thinking diseased mind. Like 90 minutes with a bunch of addicts, drinking coffee, telling lies. How is this gonna work? So, and I was a kid, and I was young, I was dumb, my mind was deranged. I was racist, I was homophobic. I hated God. If you believe in God, I hated you. Like, if you quoted literature, go to hell. Like, I would just, I was an animal. I had lost my mind. I know, when it says after coming to NA, we realized we were sick people. I got clean and I got worse, man. I got clean, and the drugs was my solution. I didn't know what I had. The school told me, the professor said I had, I had the manic depression. It's called bipolar. I had bipolar. I got schizophrenia. I got anxiety disorder. I got all these things. I got HDHD. I got HBO. I got CBS. I got everything. You know what I mean? I got my issues. Got issues. You know what I mean? And I'm hopeless. I seen addicts go to church and they get back, they're clean 6 years. I go to church and I leave the church and I rob drug dealers and I get high. I see addicts take pills for their chemical imbalance and they're clean and they're bound. I take pills and I need to take the whole bottle. You know what I mean? And I keep using. And so I was in a state of desperation and despair, and I had lost all hope. And I know you guys know what it is when to lose all hope, to be in that dark place. And I can cry about it now because you know, I made these meetings. They just told me, listen, you don't got to understand it. They said, what they said, don't analyze. There was a slogan, utilize, don't analyze. Just show up, shut up, and that's what they told me. Just show up and shut up. Just show up, see what happens. And they said, you walk miles to get drugs. Just try to walk 12 steps to get recovery. I was like, that didn't make no sense to me. But I kept coming. I came in with a 9 millimeter. I was just crazy. I was, you ever been to a meeting and you see somebody who you can see with your own eyes that guy has problem, that guy got mental illness or some. I was that guy walking. I'm walking, talking to myself. Snitches get stitches. Or you punks stay in your bunks. I'd rather be carried by 16. I had visible signs of mental illness. You know what I mean? You could tell, yo, watch it with this kid's crazy. And I kept coming, man. I kept coming. I didn't get clean the first time. I kept coming. I got high in the bathroom of the meeting. I picked up dirty key tags. I got 30 days clean. I just used. I would pick up I was, but I kept coming. I guess my claim to fame was I kept coming. I just kept coming. I kept coming. Um, I saw the hope. I saw the hope. I saw other addicts doing it. I saw people like me. They said they came from where I come from. They said they I just saw the hope. I got this hope. I heard other people's experience, hearing other people's experience. I hope shots, and I just kept coming. They said any addict, a young addict, an old addict, a crackhead, a dope fiend, a methadonian, a pill popper, a marijuana, any addict, no matter whatever drugs you use, from A to Z, from alcohol to Xanax. And we're not stupid. We know that Xanax don't start with a Z. You know what I mean? Any addict can stop using drugs. You're the guy in your chair, the guy in your square. Any addict can stop using drugs, lose the obsession to use, and find a new way of life. And somehow, some way, I grasped a hold of that. I said, man, maybe me. That maybe me is very powerful. Maybe me too. Maybe this might work for me. Maybe what I saw happening for Bummy Mike can happen for me. Maybe what I saw happening for Joe, it can happen for me. And so I kept coming, and I had to learn how to take suggestions. Some of us had to learn how to be honest. I lied about everything. If I went to eat pizza with a friend after the meeting and my girlfriend asked me where you went, I said I went to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, I would just lie. I thought it's a trick question, so you're not going to try to play me. And so I just had to learn, and I was lost, man. I was so lost. I was so mentally, I was being tormented mentally. I was just, I thought I was very different than all you guys, very different. You don't understand. The disease fights for its life. You don't understand. I'm different, but this, but that. And so, but I kept coming. And the magic of keep coming, I began to thaw off. I got a real 30 days clean. And that was like, I was, and my home group is like 100, 150 people. And so to get your 30 your key tag is like it's like getting an Academy, like a Grammy award. You got to walk cool. Everybody's clapping. Yeah, it's a big deal, the key tags. And so I got my 30-day key tag. I felt like a winner that day. I felt like I did something. I completed some 30 days clean, for real, a clean 30 days. And that was the beginning of an incredible journey that I've been on. I spent all my 20s clean, all my 30s clean, and I'm all my 40s. I've been, since my 18th birthday, I've been clean. I've celebrated, and I'll be 40. I'll be 49 next month. And I've been clean, and I've been in recovery, and I've worked steps, and I stopped smoking cigarettes because, I was smoking 2 packs a day. And I guess me and my sponsor during step work thought that it would be better if I stopped smoking cigarettes. And I started praying to a stupid, silly God. They said, throw your cigarettes under the bed. And, when you throw them under the bed, you thank your higher power for letting you stay clean today. And I was like, this is a Mickey Mouse Donald Duck crap right here, man. Like, throw your cigarettes under the bed and thank a stupid higher power that you really don't believe in. And so I said a stupid, silly prayer to a stupid, silly God in a stupid, silly fashion. And that turned into something that beyond my wildest imagination. Today I believe in God. I got a higher power. I raised my kids, praying, and I taught my kids how to pray and meditate. As Puerto Ricans meditating. We didn't, where I come from, Puerto Ricans don't meditate. So it was like I've been able to teach my kids. It's just, and they done changed my life. I'm been married 24 years. I went to work in 2001, and I fired my boss. Right. I went, I did it professionally. I said, hey, thanks, man, for everything. I appreciate the opportunity. I've learned a lot here. You guys have been awesome. I took my time back. I've been off the clock since 2020, 21 years. I've been working for myself. I got, my license plate matched my registration. My registration matches if you put up in the police, put up in the computer, it'll come up. It's not like the fake insurance I used to have before when I had a year clean. It took me a while to work principles too, by the way. It took me like 4.5 years of hitting bottoms clean before I said, this is a 12-step program, right? I've done 3 steps 5 times. Maybe I should try the rest of them, and so it took me a while before I got to the 12-step process. And like the literature says, it says, what it says here. I had a stroke. I had several strokes. I have many things happen, and with clean time comes life. Um, when we work the steps and pray each time we discover we're not living in the present, we'll notice, yeah, our faith will help us live just for today. Just in this process, the 12 steps have revolutionized my life. I stopped smoking, I stopped cursing, I stopped watching pornography, I stopped watching rated R movies with sexually explicit material. I stopped listening to music that's good about shooting and stabbing and killing everybody. My life has changed. I found out that what I watch with my eyes and what I listen to my ears affects my inner soul. It affects my heart. And I do all this step work, and I go to all these meetings, and I do all this service. I don't want to give it up over the new hip hop CD that's out that's going to pollute my spirit. You know what I mean? So I've learned some things about life. I've learned that who I hang around, even in recovery. Like there's some people in my home group that I'm better off not hanging out with. If they need help, I'm there for them. But to go hang out and have coffee with them, and it just I need to learn boundaries in my recovery. Not everybody's conducive to my spirit. Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves the same opportunity I got. But there's some people I just need to, not because they're sick, because I'm sick and it affects me. And so I learned boundaries, and that was a big deal, and just a lot of stuff. So I've been clean. It'll be 31 years this month, and I've been married 24 years, be 24 years next month. And I buried two teenage kids in recovery. That was very challenging times. My 17-year-old son had a car accident and died. My 19-year-old boy died of a drug overdose before his 20th birthday. He grew up in the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous. I took him to many conventions and many NA, just a NA baby, died of a drug overdose, broke my heart, buried my first sponsor, buried, just when you stay clean, you got to bury people, and a lot of funerals, and thank God for a lot of weddings. And I've been able to travel the world, and I go before Zoom. I've been all over the world. I went. People call me up. I don't know how they get my phone number before, and they said, "Listen, can you come share your experience at this place?" I was like, "Sure." They want me to tell my story. People tell me, "Don't come here no more. We'll kill you. We'll call the police." And NA says, "Can you come and hang out with us? Can you come here? Can you come there?" Incredible. And so I've never been loved like I've been loved in NA. The first tradition talks about that. Many of us have never, ever, never, ever, nowhere has felt as special as we felt in Narcotics Anonymous. The attention, the love, the unconditional, nowhere, nowhere. I met God in NA. I met God through addicts. I met recovery through addicts. I saw men that I want to be like. I saw fathers that taught me how to be a father. I saw husbands that taught me how to be a husband. Everything I got, I learned from Narcotics Anonymous. Everything I got, my relationship with God. I'm a religious leader in a community that comes from NA. You know what I mean? People pay me I get paid thousands of dollars to speak for half an hour in other places. That because I know how to speak in NA. You know what I mean? People pay me to, can you spend an hour with me and share with me professional people, famous people, whatever. High, they pay me to sponsor, like almost a sponsor now. I feel like I'm sponsoring these people. They're not in recovery though. They pay me. I don't got no education. I went from 7th grade to jail. I got step work. I have a relationship with God. I got NA members showing me how to live. I got the literature that has transformed my life. And so obviously I'm a satisfied customer. So when somebody says, "Listen, are you free?" I don't lie. I am free. Yeah, I am free at 10 o'clock. I don't prefer to be free, right? But inconvenient service, sacrificial service is the most rewarding service, and I know these things, so I got up a little bit earlier, and I didn't get to do exactly what I wanted to do like I usually do. But I get to serve. I get to listen, man. I was a dirty, filthy drug addict with no hope, with no purpose, no nothing. Today, I'm living in my purpose. I'm living an incredible life. I just came from Florida. Before I was in Florida, I was in California. I'm going to, I get to travel. I'm still traveling. I get to go all over the world. I'm going to London, Marrakesh, Sweden. I'm going to all these places. If COVID allows me, if traveling regulations allow me, I'll be going to meet addicts all over the world, hugging people, carrying the message, letting you know that Narcotics Anonymous works. We do recover. The steps transform lives. The literature is true. There is a higher power if you choose to, search for one through the steps that can really heal hurts in 4 and 5, and can remove the obsession to act out in 6 and 7, and can cleanse away guilt and shame and remorse in 8 and 9, and power in 11, and purpose in 12. The first 11 steps are for alignment, and the 12th step is for my assignment. And I got saved from active addiction so that I can serve addicts and people in my community. I'm here to serve. And so I think that's good enough. You know, I'm grateful for the invitation. Thank you guys for having me. I'm in Brooklyn. If you're ever in Brooklyn, New York, you look at me, Raymond R. Look me up. Take you out for some sushi. I'll take you for some good coffee, Spanish spot, some good rice and beans. Yeah, come out to one of our conventions soon. And that's basically it. Kevin, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm an addict. My name is Raymond.
Thank you so much, Raymond. Okay, we got plenty of time.
Thanks, Raymond.